You demanded it. Well, two of you sort of did. Today, we are finally going to rank the spreads that you might put on your toast at breakfast time. Play that funky music, white boy. But before we get started, we're going to need a sort of chart to record our rankings of the spreads that you might put on your toast at breakfast time. And I'm going to call that chart our spreadsheet. Thank you very much. Thank you. No, thank you. Thank you. No, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We're going to rank 10 spreads in this show, and to help me, I've bought this, my very own Tiptree Jam and Marmalade gift pack. It's the sort of thing you'd only ever buy as a gift, probably for someone elderly, but at £12 for 12 jams, it was a bargain. Well, it wasn't actually a bargain. I mean, essentially that's £1 per tablespoon of jam, which is actually quite pricey. But this is science. I mean, they spent a lot more than that on the corona vaccine. I won't be doing all of these though, they're far too similar. So my rule's going to be 1 red jam, 1 yellow jam, plus a marmalade. But this morning I'm going to be starting with the king of toast spreads, Marmite. I was actually thinking of doing this as a kind of a World Cup of spreads rather than a ranking system, but what would be the point? Marmite would win easily. It's like Brazil in 1970. And before I even taste this, I know that it's going to be gold standard. Absolutely amazing. Maybe the best food on earth. I'm actually one of those few people that hates their advertising slogan, love it or hate it. Everyone loves Marmite. And everyone who says that they don't are lying and trying to make themselves look interesting or different or alternative. Just eat it. It's delicious brown nectar, FFS. Gold standard. We're going to follow that up with marmalade. Once ubiquitous on the British breakfast table, I think with no real evidence at all that it's slowly dying out. The one I've chosen from my gift pack is the tawny orange marmalade. There you go. And the notes on it are a thick cut marmalade with a full-bodied flavour, twice cooked to give a deep colour and a natural caramel note. Of course, Paddington's favourite spread. Let's see if bears are right. I've been thinking about it, and I don't think I've ever bought or owned a jar of marmalade in my life. There was normally a jar of marmalade in the fridge when I was growing up, but it would get rarely used, maybe once on a Sunday by my dad or something. And I think I know why. It's just not actually that nice. I'm going to put it in the acceptable tier. So what I've done today is I've got my control Marmite on toast, and then I've halved the other toast into two different things. First off, I'm going to do this. This is olive oil. Bit of a weird breakfast spread, but I'll tell you why I'm doing it. When I was working on my football books, my friend John, who is my co-author, read Rio Ferdinand's #2 sides. What was wrong with Rio Grande. And in that book, Rio complains that while he was playing for England under Fabio Capello, he was not allowed to have butter on his toast in the morning, and Capello made them have olive oil instead. And he gets really annoyed about that. So I'm going to try the olive oil on toast. Let's see exactly what it's like and whether his complaints were worthwhile. I mean, if you're playing for England at a World Cup, you probably just eat what you're told. I mean, you know, it's only once every 4 years. Better than I thought it would be, but I don't think in any good consciousness I can put it anywhere except below par. You were right, Rio. I take it all back. Okay, so before I get onto my delicious Marmite, the second one today is honey. And I've used this one, English Heather honey from the Little Over Apiary. Little tip for you, a friend of ours has a relative who's very big in the honey world. Only ever eat honey if it's all 100% from the same source. If it's mixed sources or EU sources or anything like that, don't bother. Really don't. It's not worth it. Just get the 100% stuff. This is particularly good. Anyway, honey. Winnie the Pooh, of course, was a massive fan of honey and putting it on bread. And of course, once ate so much that he got stuck in rabbit's hole, didn't he? So you shouldn't eat too much honey, if that's anything to go by. But let's try this. Honey on toast. I'm not sure I've ever eaten honey on toast for breakfast. Let's see how it goes. It's delicious honey. I mean, there's no doubt about that. Is it a good breakfast toast spread? For me, just a bit too sweet for first thing in the morning. I'm going to give it a decent ranking. Decent for the honey. Now we're dealing exclusively in breakfast spreads here, but full disclosure, it is lunchtime. And the reason for that is that I'm having some of this spread, which you may not even know about. Me and my wife call it Aubergine, but essentially it's an aubergine mayonnaise, very popular in Romania. And she makes this every now and again for our lunch. It's absolutely delicious. I can't really say much more about it other than it's an aubergine mayonnaise, got some mustard in there. Very, very tasty, and it's really nice. For me, I would say that it's a bit too strong for a breakfast spread. But in Romania, it's very much eaten as a breakfast spread. So let's have a taste. We'll put a bit of the pepper on there. Let's have a taste. I mean, it's really good. My wife's brilliant at making this. For me, it's a bit too strong for a breakfast spread, so it's not going to go in the gold standard, but I'm very happy to put it in very good. So today, I'm trying peanut butter. I've gone with the Whole Earth smooth peanut butter, which is the one that we give to Leo. I never eat peanut butter. I'm only just starting to realise as I talk about these spreads that most of them I've never eaten really, or barely eaten since I was a child. My one sort of memory of peanut butter, I suppose, is the old Sunpat advert.
Our Sunpat is a bit nifty with a bat.
Okay, let's try it. Here we go. Whole Earth smooth peanut butter. You know what I thought was going to happen? Is that I was going to taste that and I really like it. And then I'd sort of say, oh, I've wasted the last 40 odd years of my life. This is really nice. It just isn't. I don't get it. Don't get peanut butter. I didn't get it when I was a toddler and I don't get it now. It's no reflection on Whole Earth, which is a fine peanut butter, I'm sure. But it's not for me, that sort of sticky thing. It's sticky on your teeth and on the top of your mouth. Yeah, I'd never eat that for breakfast. I'm sorry. I didn't expect this, but it's going in below par. So second one today, hopefully it's going to get the taste of peanut butter out of my mouth. Yeah, I've just gone super basic. It's just straightforward spread. Straightforward Bertolli butter, margarine, whatever you call it. Let's see. I mean, let's have a taste. That's nice, and it does the job. If you haven't got any Marmite, go for that. I can't really give it anything better than acceptable. Feels a bit harsh, it's a perfectly good spread and it goes as a base on all these things I'm eating. But just to have by itself, maybe like if you're hungover, it's quite good. You just want something a bit plain. Okay, it's the one we've all been waiting for, jam day. And as I said, we're just going to do one red, one yellow. I don't think anyone wants me to go through all the jams in the world. That would take a while. Maybe it's for another time. Let's start with the red, because it is the classic. Now, I think your average YouTuber, given this choice, is just going to go route one and just go, we're doing strawberry jam. But I'm not your average YouTuber, am I? That's why you watch me. I'm a superior YouTuber with over 1,000 subscribers. So I haven't gone route one. I'm going for raspberry with cassis from my special gift box. Let's read the tasting notes. Raspberry with just a touch of blackcurrant liqueur. Delicious, because who doesn't like a boozy breakfast? Here we go. That is absolutely delicious because it's not too sweet. It's a little bit tart. It's really good. I can't believe it. Red jam is going in very good. Let's move on to the yellow jam then. Now there is a straightforward apricot in the gift box, but I've ignored that. I've gone. We started boozy with the raspberry and cassis. We're going to continue apricot with Armagnac. Have a look at that. Very excited about this. Now, it's my opinion that apricot jam doesn't really belong on toast. Don't think it's a toast thing at all. I think apricot jam is for croissants. That's why I've got one here, because after I've had this toast, I'm going to eat this delicious croissant with the rest of this, hopefully very nice apricot with Armagnac jam. Right, so let's have a taste. Well, maybe I'm slightly disappointed. It's good. It's not too sweet. I do like it, but it does belong on a croissant. So yellow jam goes into decent. Okay, we come to the final spread. Have I saved the best for last? No, I haven't, because I started with Marmite, but I have got a very interesting final one for you. Now, obviously, you might have noticed the one thing we haven't done is a chocolate spread, and most YouTubers, again, will go route one on this and go straight for Nutella. Not me. We're going a little bit different. This is what we're going for. Doof. Chocolate and salted caramel velvety spread by Goo. I've never tried this, and again, I haven't had chocolate spread for many, many years. I'm going to try this chocolate spread now. Let's see how it goes. It says velvety on it, and it is. It's a very smooth chocolate spread. I really recommend that. I don't think, for me, it's not a good breakfast spread. I might have it at the weekend, as I am now, as a treat, but I wouldn't have it otherwise. So I'm going to put it in decent. So there we have it, a completed spreadsheet. A couple of things to note. Marmite, the only one that is gold standard. And make sure you avoid olive oil and peanut butter, because I've deemed those to be below par. Please feel free to use this spreadsheet whenever you like, whenever you're having your morning toast, and abide by these rules I have set out here. But that is now the end of the video. So what I'll do is I'll just give you a few moments to jot them all down if you get yourself a pencil and paper, and then you've got them for future reference. Okay? See you next time.